Yeah, keep in mind every Republican effort to repeal and replace has failed. So what's in this bipartisan bill, and is it any good? With me now, Florida Republican Congressman Ron DeSantis. Welcome to the show, Congressman DeSantis.
Thanks for having me.
So let's discuss a little bit. Does this, if it passes in the Senate, does it have any chance of going forward in the House?
I hope not.
Me too.
It doesn't do anything. So, Kennedy, Obamacare creates a system with dysfunctional insurance markets. It's promoting adverse selection, higher prices, higher premiums. And yet, what are they doing? Are they fixing any of the root causes of that? No. They're simply bailing it out.
The root causes. They are creating a socialist, horrific system. It is a Franken-bill. It is an abomination. Now, Congressman DeSantis, I want to pivot a little bit, and you have been making a bit of news lately discussing this Uranium One deal. It appears as though the Clinton Foundation profited from some backers of Uranium One, and although the deal had to go through 9 federal agencies, it did end with Hillary Clinton's State Department. Was there collusion, according to your FBI informant?
So that's the question that I think we need answered definitively. Obviously, circumstantial evidence is very strong. This FBI informant was there from the beginning of the scheme in 2009. He was there in 2010. None of his information was provided to the Congress or to the CFIUS board.
Was he an official whistleblower within the Bureau?
He was a confidential informant, absolutely. Okay. And so he was operating with full authorization of the Bureau. He was collecting a lot of damning information. And yet the Uranium One deal was approved without any of the information he had gathered being disclosed to Congress or to the members of the CFIUS board. So the question is why? And he wants to tell his story, yes, but the problem is he's operating under a non-disclosure agreement.
Does he still work with the FBI?
No.
And was his position threatened by then Attorney General Loretta Lynch?
So it wasn't that his position was threatened. He actually wanted to go to court to file a civil action to recoup some of the money he spent that he thought he was entitled to recoup as when he was an informant, because he was spending a lot of his own money. And Lynch's Justice Department told him, if you go forward with this and air any of these complaints, you'll be breaking your NDA and we will pursue you.
However,
and so that chilled him from doing it.
Now you have said that it very well could become a criminal matter. Therefore, the NDA would not apply. Obviously, we have a different Justice Department. Have you spoken with Attorney General Jeff Sessions about this matter, since you have had in-depth conversations with this informant?
So we're in the process of doing that. We're going to appeal to the Attorney General to simply release the witness from that. And, Kenny, I'm not sure. We don't know what's in the NDA. I mean, that's problematic as well. So we want to get a copy of that in Congress, but obviously we want him to be able to be released, because his story is very much in the public interest, and we need to get the facts out.
And where is Trey Gowdy on this? You had spoken to him a little bit about this matter. Is the House Oversight Committee going to pick this up as an active investigation?
We are. I spoke with him again today, and we're going to be pushing forward with some of this. I think the first things that you'll probably see involve the NDA, and then involve allowing the witness to be able to talk to Congress.
Who has access to the NDA? Who can read that?
Department of Justice.
Okay. So, and you're working
with... The witness doesn't have it. The informant does not have a copy of it. So he signed it and wasn't given a copy of it. And so he's being told last year by Lynch, hey, don't do anything because you will face repercussions. It's not clear to me what's in that and whether some of those restrictions are even valid to begin with. So we do need to see that.
Okay. Where do you think this investigation goes?
Well, I think if he can testify, what he can do is put a lot of meat on the bones in terms of Russian activity to recruit the Clintons and to use the Clintons' positions of power and influence to help basically enrich people in Russia and to give Russia a stake in our uranium reserves. It's a major deal.
Okay. Are there any other whistleblowers who will come forward and give the same level of testimony?
I don't know if there are right now or not, but I think what we want to do, the reason we want to talk to the confidential informant, is I think that he will probably be able to provide us with some information where you can broaden the investigation and get more facts.
All right, very good. Congressman DeSantis, thank you so much. Hopefully the House tanks this horrible piece of health care legislation, and I appreciate your time. Thanks again.